deals for a living. His eyes found me with just the slightest double-take, and I watched him take stock of all my visible body parts with a vertical visual sweep as he approached the table. "Sophie?" he asked, wearing his attempt at a rakish grin. I didn't bother to point out the bit of something green stuck in his teeth. Sophie wasn't my real name, of course. I am far too paranoid to use verifiable information on the internet, and a name came with a degree of identifiability that was outside my comfort zone. My comfort zone encompassing all 4 U.S. time zones. I held my hand out to shake his. "Hello, Dane. It's nice to finally meet you." Dane was obviously not paranoid enough, or just exceptionally cocky, as that actually was his real name. His wife hired me to discover if he'd been cheating on her, and it had only taken 3 internet searches and 15 minutes to determine that he was on 4 dating websites and was practically a platinum member of Tinder. He sat down across from me and shook his head with a chuckle. "You look exactly like your picture. I guess that means everything else in your profile is true?" It had taken me 20 minutes to hack into the website and data mine his search histories, and another 10 to build a profile to match his wish list. "Yes, I really am a tantric yoga instructor. Doesn't everyone tell the truth online?" I said with nary a blink. He licked his lips and I felt queasy. "I can't really talk about my time in Special Forces, so I guess you could say my profile is true-ish." It had taken 30 minutes of background checks using mostly public databases to determine he'd left the military in disgrace. "Oh, wow. Were you, like, a spy or something?" He chuckled. "You're from California, aren't you?" Smile, blink. I basically grew up on the beach. I'd grown up backpacking in the Sierras, but I threw the guy a bone and added a bikini to his mental image of me. "I always thought I should live in Cali," he said. "I'd work out on the Strand like those guys in Venice Beach and be friends with movie stars." The effort not to laugh out loud was costing me. "I've seen those guys in Venice. You'd fit right in," I simpered. My first job as an insurance investigator had been in Venice, and I'd had to navigate sneering gangbangers and strung-out homeless guys every day. Also, no one in California ever called it Cali. He held up a finger and did the "I'll have what she's having" thing to order a drink like mine. I smirked at the waitress's raised eyebrow. Wouldn't he be surprised when he got sparkling water with lime instead of the vodka tonic he thought I had? "You must wonder what attracted me to you," Dane said with a knowing smile. Actually, I was mentally calculating my billable hours and hoping to be done here in less than 30 minutes because round numbers. "You read my mind," I said with a low, breathy voice. To my own ears, I sounded asthmatic, but experience had taught me that horny guys dug breathless women. Dane set his cell phone on the table next to him screen up so I'd see how very important he was when he got all those calls and texts he was expecting. A call from a number I recognized as his wife's flashed on the screen as the phone buzzed, and he quickly declined it. "Your profile says you're looking for uncomplicated with a side of kinky," Dane said, leaning forward to trace the path of ice sweat down the side of my glass. His meaningful glance was all, "Imagine me doing this to you," and I barely suppressed a shudder as I forced a languid smile. "I guess that's one way to interpret my profile," I said. "The other way is to actually read the words, dumbass, which said I like simple pleasures and I'm open to trying new things." I pushed my drink away because he'd touched it and now his cooties coated it like crap smears on a public toilet. Dane took the gesture as an invitation to share because he was presumptuous like that. He slid his hand down the outside of the sweaty glass with a suggestive wink. This guy had all the moves. "So, tell me about tantric yoga." His hand fisted up and down the glass before he took a big gulp. To his credit, he hid his shock at the bubbly lime water well, but I shot the waitress a grateful smile when she set the fresh drink down in front of me. "Are you ready to order?" she asked. Dane was about to